Hey, everybody. Glad you're here. It's Tarot Tuesday, and this mic is really loud. Sorry about that. But I am so glad to be here. I hope you are too. Hello to Kat Lynn. Hello, Cement Shoes. I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's been just a beginning of an icky week because the weather is changing, and sometimes it's rainy and sometimes it's sunny. But yeah, Sandra M., glad you made it. Katie K., Bo Diddley. Oh, you guys, thank you. Because I know there's another YouTube creator who's live right now, who's also doing tarot. So I appreciate you guys jumping over here. Um, yeah, it's been a wonderful week so far. Just the weather just changes my attitude sometimes when I don't pay attention. But I am so glad you guys are here. Just a little housekeeping stuff. For those of you who may be watching the replay, I want to thank you for jumping on here. My name is Helene Rose. You may call me Rosaleng. It's a family name, and I would love for you to do that. I'm a psychic medium. I've been doing tarot for decades and always learning new things and seeing things in different ways. Just coming back from another incredible camp out that was building community. But this is Tarot Tuesdays, so we will concentrate on doing just quick 3-card readings. There is no requirement. There is no necessary payment, but if you feel so led, I have a link in the comments section below the picture that you can, in fact, I'll go ahead and find that. But you can always feel free to buy me a cup of coffee. Okay, if you feel like there needs to be an exchange. But even though I love for you to subscribe and hit the bell and hit the thumbs up, there's no requirements here. So as spirit leads me, I will get to you here. And usually I just go down the list and just try and catch everybody. And I do this for about an hour. So I've started going at 6 instead of 7:30 because I need to sleep sometime, you know? So I just want to make sure that you know that this link is also for my buy me a cup of coffee is also in the comment section below in the description area. I do want to remind everybody this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor. If I see something medical, I'll say you might want to think about going to a doctor and getting it just a checkup. Because even though I may see things and spirit may tell me things, I'm not going to put all your business out here on YouTube. So if there's something personal, of a personal nature, or I don't feel comfortable sharing your business on this channel in YouTube, I will say, hey, can we get together afterwards? Or you might want to contact me. I think we need to discuss this a little further. So with that, at least you know that I'm not blowing you off. I'm not brushing it off, but there's more information than I feel comfortable sharing your business on YouTube. So y'all keep that in mind. So just want to make sure that's out of the way. Let's see what else. Share if you think you know somebody who might get something out of this. Remember that I'm also on Thursdays for Thankful Thursdays and how we do that gratitude, get an attitude of gratitude, try and change our paradigms, try and get focus on life in a much more positive way than we may already. Okay, and there's always room for growth in that area, no matter how positive you may be. I have the Rider-Waite traditional deck with radiant color that I will be counting on this evening. But if so led, I don't know if you can see, I've got lots of other cards back here that I may be led to draw on as well. But basically, this is just to give you guys hope. You know, to let you know that you're not alone, that the universe is aware of what you're going through and is here to help guide you. Because, again, these are just cardboard with pictures. Okay, and what happens is I get insight, if you will, that helps me to tell you what spirit would have you do. At least that's how I explain it. I want to go through and say hello to everybody in chat. Let me take care of business here on the screen so I'm not distracted. Let's see, I say Kat Lynn, Cement Shoes. Hello to you, Sandra M. Yay, we made it. Yeah, I made it too. Stopping by, Katie K, stopping by to share some love, catch a replay. Okay, sweetie, I'm glad you stopped by. Love you. Bo Diddley, I love Tuesday, not Monday, thank goodness. One day closer to Friday. I get it. Oh, me again, please. So on point last time. I'll do what I can. Hi, Patty R. Glad you're here. Yeah, Kelly's having a time of it. Got a hater attacking. And it's the same person who's been going around to several different channels. So, yeah. And it's interesting because once a person starts making it well and doing well, the best revenge is success. So I wish her all the success in the world, Keely and your boy Gary, because they're an awesome little couple. They really are. So I'm thrilled about that. So with no further ado, does anyone have any questions on how this works or anything at all before I get started? I'll give you a minute. Let's all take a deep breath and kind of focus. And remember, I'd rather you did not write your question in the chat. I'd rather you just focus on the question or the concern you may have for today. For just today. Okay? Not a year down the road. Not when are you going to get married. Not when are you going to meet your true love. Those are so fleeting and you have free will, so you could change that at any time. But I do want you to concentrate on, just keep your attention on a specific question or a specific idea, okay? And we'll see how that works today. So everybody take a deep breath. Kind of centers us and helps me get rid of all the jabber and chaos of the day, because it was a day. It was a day. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And I'm going to keep this one up there just to make sure that anybody passing by knows, I may be a magical woman, but this is for wink, wink, entertainment purposes only. Okay, anybody have a problem with me getting to Catlin first? I'm going to try and do them in the order you came in, and we'll see how that works. Is that the person who kept going on about Fanta calling her screen name Dozy Doors? No, this is a different one. This is the lady that was on the live for Keely's first DV, an open discussion, last Friday. And she was actually on the panel. And not very... I'm going to leave it alone. I'm just going to leave it alone because I'm focusing on the cards. And Kat Lynn, because you're first, and they won't shuffle. Maybe I'm done. There we go. Okay, Kat Lynn, you ready? You got your question in mind? Take a deep breath. I might even need to light a cigarette here in a minute. Okay, Kat Lynn, you there? I'm going to pull them and look at them. Oh, girl. Okay, and if Jack gets away from me, I'm going to get back with you. First card I pulled for you, Kat Lynn, is the Three of Swords. And y'all don't mind my nails. They need painting. Three of Swords. So maybe some heartache going on. Maybe you got some wrong information. Somebody's ignoring you. It's a King of Wands. It's like he doesn't want to have anything to do with the issue. He just really just wants to just non-confrontational, okay? And then you got the Tower, but it's reversed. And the Tower is usually chaos. So what this tells me is while there's been hurt and pain and you're hurting from the past, that this Fool who you're looking to help, your brother, just doesn't want to have anything to do with it. But no matter what, you're going to turn out on top because the chaos is going to subside, whether he does anything or not. I hope that makes sense to you. And just let me know what you're thinking of that. And folks, that's pretty much how it goes. I just pull 3 cards and see what the story says. Yeah, the King of Wands is not my favorite. I'll put it that way. Okay. I hope that made sense to you, Catlin. Love that. Okay. So it's gonna be good. And usually, no matter what I pull, it's gonna be good because it's all about how you move forward with it. Any of the information I give you, it's a matter of, it's not set in stone. I mean, remember, these are cardboard pieces of cardboard with pictures on them, you know? So, yeah. So let's see. Cement Shoes, you were next in here. Would you like to have some cards pulled for you tonight? I should have put some makeup on, you guys. I look tired. Like a tired old woman. So what do you say, Cement Shoes? Yes? Okay. Still cutting the deck for you. Deep breath. You guys may not realize how much this takes out of you. I'm just saying. I'm looking down because that's where I laid them. I pulled them and then laid them. Give me just a second here to see. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I'll show you here in just a minute. The Knight of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant and the Two of Swords. So the Knight of Pentacles reversed. But the Knight of Pentacles usually points to messages that have regard to money and finances. Or, it's a very practical card. So it's not like you've won the lottery or anything. But, oh, goodness. But it's reversed. So give me a second to look at look at him here and see reversed. Because reversed, it's like it's carrying a warning. Most reversal cards are usually the opposite of what they mean to be or what they are upright. And it can be that it's warning you to keep focus on squarely on your work. If you're working for money, it's time to be as adult as possible. You may be feeling kind of listless or unexcited about what's going on in your life, but realize the only person that can change that is you. Maybe learn something new. Maybe open yourself up to change. But then we have the Hierophant, which is also reversed. So if it's reversed, give me a second. The Hierophant reversed. Which is not a bad thing. Reversed cards are not necessarily a bad thing. It's still about doing when the Hierophant is reversed, it's still about doing the right thing. It indicates, when it's reversed, it indicates like it's more than the normal level of confusion about what is exactly the right thing. And of course, the answers are within you. You really have to look at what this confusing subject is, okay? So then we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is like somebody's not telling you the whole truth. It's almost as if you're trying to delude yourself into believing something. Goodness. It's about partnership and balance, as opposed to a group of people. So it shows a need for give and take, and maybe consider to what degree your life and your partnerships are in balance. So I hope this is making sense to you, because they're all about partnerships. They're all about balance. I mean, the Two of Swords, but it's upright. So this is still a good thing. So there's some things going on specifically, well, not necessarily in your business life, but pardon me. There's some things going on that have your confusion setting in, and it's almost like there's too many things to pick from on what to focus on to confront first. So just pick one and go forward with it, and be as thorough as you can to make sure it doesn't come back up. Cement Shoes, let me know if this is making sense to you, hon. And I'm coming back to chat to see where we are. And I have to hide my face when I show the cards because otherwise it'll pick up on my glasses or something. I hope this is making sense. Cement Shoe saying yes to me. Excellent. Let's see who is next. Sandra M. Glad you made it. And would you like me to pull some cards for you? So PJ, as you can see, I'm kind of going in line. Going in order of whoever came in first. I hope that's okay. So let's see. Okay, Sandra, I'm going to start shuffling for you here. And you guys, if you ever want more information or more in-depth reading, contact me through the information that's below the video when it ends. There, I have email and I have a Facebook set up just for Rosaleng. So please don't go away with unanswered questions. You can always contact me. It may be, and I will answer within 24 hours. It may not always be immediate, but I will answer within 24 hours because I do have that day job. And you guys, I'm thinking about retirement. I am so close to just, you get to the point where you're just tired of working for other people. Some people read it more or need it faster, they just, I don't know, it's time. Okay, I see you. PJ's Not So Secret Diary. I needed more in-depth. I just hesitate a lot. Second guess myself. Well, stop. When let me talk with Sandra M. And then I think, then it's Katie K if she's still here. And if not, I go on to Bo Diddley. And then your turn. So if you can be patient, that'd be great. Sandra M. Gonna pull them and look at them here. Girl, you got some good shit going on. Hey, gracefully minimalist. Okay, so Sandra M., we have the Queen of Swords. So this, I'm taking this to be you, which is telling me that you have a way of communication that is great, but your wit can be sharp and sarcastic, and sometimes people take you, don't know how to take you, and sometimes they assume the wrong things. It's not your problem, it's how they receive you. But you have some choices coming up. Don't answer this. Okay, what I'm seeing is the issue in your head. You feel like you're alone, but you're on top of it. I got this. I got this. I'm a strong person and I got this. But there's some choices coming up. Lovers isn't always about lovers, although it can be about relationships if this is where your attention is lying, because there's something going on where you have to make a choice. And it's an emotional choice, but you have to be careful with that wit when you have the conversation, because I'm seeing the Three of Wands and he's walking away. Oh, look how clear that came in. That's amazing. It doesn't happen all the time. And the Three of Wands to me is strength. Wands is still about air and a fire and things happening kind of quickly. So whatever this thing is that's on your mind that you're having to make a choice about, it may involve the person who is not, how can I word this nicely? The problem is going to go away. The person who is creating and continually stirring up the pot is going to see that, yeah, stop, go away. This isn't necessary. But that's the story I'm getting. Now, everybody who reads cards knows these cards typically stand for something specific. When I intuitively read the cards, I tell what Spirit's telling me to say. Okay, so hopefully this is making sense to you, Sandra M. And again, you don't have to spill anything in chat. If you want to get with me later and do a more in-depth, we can. I'll be happy to be there for you. But yeah, I'm looking at the cards here because I'm seeing kids, your children. I'm seeing, again, I'm seeing somebody needs to go, and it's going to be okay. And yeah, I'm going to stop there because, free readings. Why does everyone else's reading relate to me exactly? It always gives me goosebumps. Well, PJ's Not So Secret Diary, it may be that Spirit knows you need to hear these messages as well. Because again, they're only pictures on cardboard. And whatever Spirit gives me to say, for lack of a better way to put that, whatever I am led to speak, isn't necessarily just for that person. So if there are areas in your life, and you guys in chat as well, and you guys listen to the replay, if there are areas in your life that this is applying to and it resonates within you, then take it. Take it and grab it and do with it what you will. But do something with it instead of just going, that's interesting. Sometimes you need to meditate on it. Some people pray about it. Whatever is your choice, whichever gives you greater peace. Do that and see if there's more clarification needed or more peace needed within your heart or within your life to make this an easier transition. Because none of us are here alone, and we're all here to spread the love, whether we want to admit it or not. So that's how that goes. Katie K, if you're here, do you want a reading? If not, Bo Diddley, would you like me to go for yours? And you guys, once you receive your reading, and the video is through and done and we're closed out and everything, I see you, Bo Diddley. I would love for you to go and comment back under the video so others can see that you got a reading and what your feelings are about it, okay? So I would really appreciate that. Because, sometimes you see someone reading online and you go, I don't know. But once you see that the people they read for got some joy or help out of it, then it tends to make you want to go, let me see what they got to say. So I would appreciate your help in that. That would be great. Okay. I would love one if you have a time after. Yep. Okay, minimalist. My JC sister, right? Oh, goodness. One more time for Bo Diddley. And I thank you guys for coming in here and spending time with me. I really do. And if you can stay till the end, we're only going to take an hour and see how many people I can get in here. Wait a minute. Bo Diddley? There's a whole lot of females in it. Well, 2 females and a male. Let's see. Did you have a question? Did you have a clear, concise thought in your head? Because this is just showing me affirmations that you're one strong son of a... So I'm just saying, this is strength. This has the laurel leaves on her head and around her waist. She's got her hand on a lion who she's treating like a kitty cat. Come on now. Come on. I can't peek out from behind. Focus. So, and the infinity symbol over her head. So this is a strong woman who's been through a lot of stuff, challenges in her life, and has overcome them and come to be at peace with herself and the power she has within, because then she's followed by the Queen of Cups, which is emotions. So you're like the nurturing mom, the loving person, the when people have problems, they usually come to you and they spill it. You could be standing in the grocery store and somebody's going to spill their guts to you because you have that nurturing spirit. So this is telling me not only are you strong, but you're nurturing. Okay? You're strong and nurturing. Yes, you may have turmoil in your life and in your heart and in your mind. You may get confused and overwhelmed in that. But all in all, the King of Cups is balancing the Queen of Cups. So you've got a steady journey. The balance is going to go. You're going to swing almost like bipolar, but not. Okay, I'm not saying that. But you know how sometimes it's like chaos, chaos, chaos. Oh my God, it's so wonderful. Oh my God, chaos, chaos, chaos. But it's going to eventually end up like a pendulum, just kind of hanging out in the center with the happy stuff going on. And because what I'm seeing is because the strength card came up, you can handle anything that goes on because you're at the heart of it. You're at the top of it. And you've got that balancing energy around you that it's not going to be the challenge that it might have been in the past. So it's going to finally get to a point where things are going, oh, wow, yeah, okay, this is good. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Diddly. Diddly. Adikebo diddly. Excellent. I'm glad it made sense. Looking up, now it's PJ's turn. Thank you, Gracefully Minimalist. I wish that he would come into my, at least watch a video or two that I've made, because I would love his input, because I know him as a person, not just a YouTube creator. So, yeah. Okay, shuffling the cards for for PJ, Not So Secret Diary. That's one. I usually shuffle 3 times, and then I cut them as I am led. And hopefully that gets them mixed up enough so it's not duplicate cards. But even if it is duplicate cards, again, if the message resonates with you, take it. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you, Gracefully Minimal. Normally I could say your name. Normally. And no, I've not been drinking. I just need more coffee. Okay, so PJ. Is it okay if I call you PJ? You guys with long names, sometimes it's like... Okay, give me just a second here. Let's see, where am I? Okay. So you've got some interesting cards here. You're still in the middle of a bunch of poop, aren't you? Well, let me show you what I got. We have the 8 of Swords. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can see it. The 8 of Swords. So this is telling me that you might feel like you're not getting the whole truth, like somebody's being sneaky behind your back, and you're stuck in the situation because you don't have all the answers. You don't have all the information you need to make a good decision. Then I got the Hanged Man, which just means you're at a crossroads, and that the decisions you've made in the past may not have been the best ones. So this is telling me that you might need to rethink this situation and get a clearer view of things so you're not making the same decision, because somebody is wanting to help. Someone is trying to come in and give you better information. If you're waiting for news from someone or something, you're pretty likely to hear that within well, swords, uh, it won't be too long, but it won't be quick. But if you're waiting for news or something good, just go after your heart's desire, because this can also mean if it's love, if it's relationships, this can be somebody coming in to sweep you off your feet. But I just want to ask you to be true to yourself. Don't compromise yourself or your beliefs. But this is upbeat energy. It's cheerful energy. It all, nights usually mean that something or someone desirable is trying to seek you out. But this also points to being swords. It also points to your physical, emotional, and spiritual energy being at peak. So, stop deluding yourself. Okay. Know that it's time to make a decision and stop waffling on that situation, because things are waiting to come to you. Okay. If you're looking for a job, this is a good sign. This means that it's around the corner, or something you're hoping for is coming your way. It's a good thing. So hopefully this is making some sense to you. And let me find where I put chat. I know you guys are here somewhere. Thanks for being so patient with me, guys. I appreciate that. Oh, goodness. Let's see. And you can email me there. Let me catch up. Yeah, that would be good. Or Thursdays. I would love for him to be here Thursdays and pump my channel, even just a little touch. But I know he's got haters too, so we'll see. So, yes, it made sense, hopefully. Gracefully. How about gracefully? I'll just cut it there, because the minimalist doesn't exactly flow off my tongue in the evening when I've been working all day. Oh, you had him last time? Yes. And it is making sense to you. This is good. Oh, wow. This is a good thing. Hey, Heather, I'm glad you're here. You are most welcome. Keely Talks, I believe. I believe it's Keely Talks. But yeah, and she's live right now as well. Meerkat626. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I hope you'll stick around and not just here for reading. Caitlin, thank you for being here. Yes. Pardon me. Keely Talks. Yes, that's it. Yes, do that. That'd be great. Okay, so let's get back to chat and let me see who was here. Did Bo Diddley? I did. Let's see. Oh, way far up here. Patty R. Patty R. Then a Susan. And I'll try and remember. Patty R., if you would like me to pull a couple of cards for you, just... Okay, great. Thanks. It's like, do you put a 1? Do you say yes? You responded. Thank you. Okay, so again, keep your question in mind. Do not type any questions in chat. If you like the reading you got, then please come back when the video is over and leave a comment. That's one. I lost track. Spirit saying, just shuffle. Just shut up and shuffle. And again, those of you in chat, if there's something in this reading that makes sense to you and speaks to your heart, take it to heart. Patty R. coming up. Thank you guys so much for being so patient. Hey, Catlin, you going to be here for a while? You are now a moderator on my channel. Meerkat, I can't tell if I'm buffering. Sorry. Thanks, Heather77. I hope you are as well. Patty R. coming up for you. Alrighty then. Sorry. Patty R. Oh my goodness. Aw, Patty. You've been feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. You got the 10 of Wands. Like you're doing it by yourself. You got all these things worrying about you, and you're worrying in your head and feeling you're responsible for everything. But girl, You're not. You're the Empress. You're in charge. You got the power to delegate, so you don't have to do it all alone. Just stand strong in yourself and delegate. Because they're not going to learn responsibility unless you delegate. They will see you as a more powerful person and a more in charge person if you delegate. Because if you leave it alone, it's just going to be the chaos it is. I mean, there's okay, this is the Five of Wands, but it's reversed. So the Five of Wands inverted, or right way, right side up, is usually chaos and fighting and backtalk and chaos and just my normal workplace. But this is telling me it's not necessarily that way, that people aren't exactly working together on things, but they're more likely to hear you out and compromise once you come from a place of non-judgment and calm. Okay? So whatever this heaviness you're carrying is, that is just really bogging you down, own your power, talk to the people involved, because maybe they're just waiting in the back to help you. And that's a little quick reading for Patty R. I hope that resonates with you. And if it resonates with anyone else, yay. Let's see who is next. I don't want to miss anyone, and I want to be fair. So, Sandra M., I already got you right. Or did I? Guys, I got lost in chat. I'm sorry. Maybe it's time for a smoke, right? So I did get Sandra M. Okay. Bo Diddley and Gracefully Minimalist. And I got PJ Gracefully. I think you're next. Oh, Patty R., I'm sorry that the heaviness is grief. Let me see. Yeah, I can see that. I know it sounds flippant to say it'll get better, but allow yourself time to grieve in whatever that looks like to you, and take all the time you need, because grief is a bitch. Because she'll go away for a little while and then come back when you least expect it. So, not on this live yet, Catlin. I haven't smoked. But yeah, thank you for telling me. Guys, I lost track. I know I get to do, I'm going to read gracefully, but I thought there was someone before that. Can you guys help me figure that out? I think I got everybody before that. There was Sandra M. and Susan. Susan, I didn't get you yet. Are you wanting a reading as well, Susan? See, this is what happens when I don't make a list. I know there are other people that do tarot online and they'd rather not do a list. They'd rather wait and see who they're drawn to. But I've been doing this quite some time, and normally I just go where I just go down the list and Spirit gives everybody a little bit of something. So, Susan. Okay, I see a yes, please, from Susan. Anybody have a challenge with that? Take a deep breath. And Susan, again, just keep attention on whatever you want the answer to. Do not type it in chat, because not everybody needs to know your business. That's part of the magic of what I do. And again, it's for entertainment purposes, right, guys? One more. And for those of you who I have yet to read, I will get with you in just a minute, because I got about 20 minutes. So we have the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Swords. Susan, what the hell's going on? the hell's going on? Somebody's no longer around. And yet, the high priestess, this powerful person, I don't have a really good feeling about this. I don't. And then the Eight of Swords. It's like you're not getting the whole story. I can't say that. I feel like this was a ripping of a relationship and that you don't know where to turn now because you were blindsided by what occurred. So you need to take your power back, okay? And stop believing the lies. Stop thinking that you're all alone. You need to trust yourself more, okay? You say you have so much going on. Well, yeah, focus on something with your eyes wide open. Don't be overwhelmed by all of it so that you're not even attacking any of it and just getting more and more overwhelmed. You've got to have somebody nearby. That there's got to be someone in your life nearby that you can kind of rely on and share the crap so you can talk it out loud. Yeah, because this is like making my blood pressure go up and making me catch my breath. So be kind on yourself, girl. Yeah, you got some shit to go through. But don't delude yourself. Try and find a place of non-judgment. Try and find a place of where you can come out with love and trust. And even if someone broke trust yourself. Get back to you. Get back to what you know to be right and what you know to be true. Susan, I don't know how to word it because I'm getting emotional over it because you're that overwhelmed. Find time to meditate. Find time to just empty everything into the earth and just be. Okay? And let the love of the universe come in. Some people call it God. Some people call it universe. Whatever you want to call your higher source. It makes no difference to me. I don't want to leave anybody out. So get with your higher source. Get back to the higher source and bathe in the light of love that comes from that point. Okay? So I'm going to go on. I hope I'm going to try and find your responses in chat. I hope this makes sense to you. Kathleen, I want a cigarette. So I want to make sure that, okay, I see a thank you and so much going on. And yeah. Okay. So guys, who's next? It was Susan. Let me scroll up and see. We did this. Gracefully, I think you're next. Are you good for that? Gracefully minimalist. No, but you know what, Catlin? I keep seeing that comment, and yeah, I'm gonna take a minute to have a cigarette. We got. Okay, normally I only go for an hour. But we'll see what Spirit says. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna light my cigarette, then I'll start shuffling for you. Okay. So I got a phone call today at work, and it was a telemarketer of sorts. You know, a crap call, because I don't get calls at work. I don't do that kind of thing. And hello, because I make my voice sound as deep as I can on the phone. Because if it's my friends, I'll go, Rosaleng. I'll go, yeah, it's me. Who's this? You know. But if it's a telemarketer, I'll go, yes, sir. We're calling about your car warranty, whatever. It's like, yeah, bye. So, I think I told the story of how I made my voice grow deeper. I had a son who's hearing impaired when he was very young, and he learned to speak by feeling my voice. He'd put his head on my chest, and he'd feel the sounds and lip read and stuff. So, Catlin, blue looks good on you. I'm just saying. Thank you, gracefully. Bo Diddley. Wow, I know that feeling, went through it myself. Hello, time for you. Yeah, totally. Because you're welcome. Susan, you really, I'm stuck. I'm stuck because I'm feeling you feel you're stuck. I'm feeling heavy. I'm feeling my chest is like caving in and hurting, like I want to sob and cry with you. Oh, honey, find someone. Counseling is not a bad thing. I'm just saying. And if your current counselor is not listening to you, find another one. Find another one. So, wait, gracefully. I smack him to knock this shit out of him. Knock the bad energy out. It's just a habit I picked up somewhere. I trust you, Catlin. That's why. Okay. Let's see what we got. And I'm laying them down because I used to pull them one at a time and show you. But sometimes, especially after this incredible weekend, any weekend I go to camp is an incredible spiritual experience because we always learn something about ourselves. We learn a new craft, hobby, whatever you'd like call it. And yeah, want to hear more about that? Thursday, my Thankful Thursday. I'll be talking about that. Susan, that's an excellent point. I'm going to highlight that. God will not give you more than you can handle without his help. Sometimes you will get to such a low point that the only way you can look is up. And you're pretty near that. So I want to encourage you to get with your higher power and let it go. Let it go, you know? Let's see, where are we? Gracefully minimalist. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. So this is about material goods. And we have the Fool. Are you starting a new job and a new journey? Don't answer that. Don't answer in chat. It's none of our businesses. But the pages are usually youth and revigoration. And this mic is starting to reverb on me. So it's as if there's a new opportunity coming through. The Four of Pentacles tell me it's going to be a sound decision for you. I'm sorry, looking at myself in the picture instead. And the Fool is a start of new beginnings where you're starting out with nothing. So is this Page of Pentacles boredom? Are you bored with what you're doing right now? And you're kind of at a kind of meh place. It's time for a new adventure. It's time for maybe not a new job. Maybe it's more like just get outside, go on a hike, learn something new. Because you've been bored. I mean, 2020 kind of bored us all, didn't it? But it's excellent energy to support you with whatever task you want to get accomplished. Okay, the page is like the backbone, the focus, the wherewithal to stick with a task that may not be glamorous or fun. So don't try and sidestep the effort or you'll fall on your face. But the Fool, that's one that's really got me because it's the new beginnings, it's new adventures. He's looking up. The sun is shining. Things are exciting. And it's a start of something. So hopefully that is making some sense to you. Let me come back to the chat. And new business, it's okay. Wow. How cool. I live in an RV, so camping is every day for me while glamping. And I remember, yeah, because we were able to speak about camping and oh my God, I've got to tell you about the van this weekend, but I won't do it here. Hey, that girl, I'm glad you're here. These are whistling. Oh my goodness. So glad you're here, that girl. It's been amazing. But gracefully, this weekend, camping out of the van when the storm rolled in, it was amazing. It was amazing. And yeah, it was just incredible. So, Yeah, we'll talk more about that on Thursday. Let me see. Who else have I not read for yet? Gracefully Minimalist. I love you, girl. We gonna have adventures together someday. I can see it. On a beach. On the East Coast, maybe. If there's anybody left in chat, Meerkat, if you're still here, and Heather77, I see you guys now. Meerkat, would you like a reading? I love me some that girl. I see you, Meerkat. Would you like me to pull some cards for you? Would that be okay? You're welcome. I will do that. Let me start shuffling for them. And again, do not type your concern or request or question in chat. Just kind of ponder it. And as you've seen how it works, Spirit will lead me to tell you what they want me to tell you. That's one. Again, I usually do 3, just because. Catlin, I will swing down and get you on the way to the beach, because, yeah. Outer Banks of North Carolina. Oh my God, that's incredible. Bring John. Yeah, I'll stop in AC, the ATL, and get him. Oh my God, he needs. That's where I met him, out at camp. So I know him. I know the John Hinged, the funny, silly, caring, compassionate guy. Yeah, and he's kind of who started me on YouTube. So y'all find John Crimes channels and check them out. Heather wants to go to the beach too. You got it. Meerkat, last shuffle. Going to start cutting them for you. God, I love you guys in chat. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I wish you knew how it fills me to see you guys here every week. I just love it. Let's see. He told me, well, he told the whole chat that day, right? I know. And I've got some pictures I could show you, but I won't on here. Pardon me. Okay, so this is for Meerkat. I forgot to put sugar in my coffee. How could I forget to put sugar in my coffee? It was that kind of day. Oh, Catlin, that's amazing. Yeah, we can have a meetup. We can have a meetup in North Carolina. Myrtle Beach, yeah, that's not too far. That's great. Everyone come to camp. That would be amazing. It's not exactly the same as my camp, but... And how did that get there? Was that there the whole time? You guys. Let me get that out of there. Let's get that out of there. Let's get that out of there. And let's concentrate on ourselves, huh? Okay? I love the tiny homes too, Heather77. Let's see. Meerkat. Take a deep breath. And let it go. Another. Okay. Meerkat. Oh, you've got some things to look forward to. Things are in an upheaval right now. You've made some changes. It's like, okay, so we have, let's see how I can do this. 7 of Swords. Hide my face, and the card comes in. 7 of Swords means you've gathered some stuff, but you're leaving some stuff behind, and you're kind of concerned about that. But it's okay, because you're on a journey. Okay, is that the path you are on? You are having to make some choices about what you're going to continue to carry and what you're going to just walk away from. Because the 8 of Wands, okay, I'm not sure that that's coming in. The 8 of Wands comes up next, which can be a lot of things coming against you. First, the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords can point to somebody who's behaving with less than ethical intentions. So Maybe if you have a sense that somebody's spying on you, you might be right. But if you're tempted to dig through somebody else's life, unless it's your child, yeah, don't. Just let it go. Everybody deserves a little bit of privacy. But this is also telling me that there's something that you're curious about, but it's best to be left alone. Then the oh goodness, the 8 of Wands. Let me make sure it's focusing well for you. Gotta cover my face. And the 8 of Wands. Oh, excuse me. Is a lot of things might be up in the air for you when the 8 of Wands appears. Maybe frustrated and tired of waiting for things to happen. But this is telling you to be patient for just a little while longer, because you may have already done all you can do. And decisions now must be made by other people. So when this card appears, it seems like nothing's moving ahead. It's kind of like a wall has gone up. But don't try to force things, because that's more than likely to backfire on you. Sometimes our actions just stand in the way. But I want to tell you that the last card I got is the Star. And the Star is like new beginnings. It's like hope. It's like you're inspired, that you'll be feeling hopeful about the future soon, even though you may not be hopeful right now. With these other things that are going on, this wall is going to come down, and then you're going to have the future full in front of you. So you'll be feeling more confident about what your needs are, whether these are emotional or financial or both. But they'll be met, and nothing can be taken for granted, of course, but it's unlikely that your confidence is misplaced. It's also a very spiritual card, so that you may find yourself, at least for a time, feeling kind of one with all creation. It's like there are times during your day that it's like just everything's good, and you're where you should be at the time you should be. So regardless of whatever is happening in the background, and whatever you feel you're being stopped or stuck, or the wall, things are maybe feeling like you should force, don't, because it's all going to come together. Hopefully that is making some sense, and let me know if it makes sense. Hey, Darren, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for stopping by. So Meerkat, does that you say thank you so much, it's all true? Thank you for responding. I appreciate that. I'm glad it made sense, because sometimes, I'm telling you guys, once I've read for you, I put the cards down and it's out of my head. So if there's something that I touched on that you want clarification, or you text me tomorrow and say, yeah, you said this, that, and the other, watch the replay, because it's not in my head anymore. But this was for you, Meerkat. I hope that made some sense for you, and I'm glad you say thank you so much, and all very true. So yay, I like when that happens. And Heather, I think Heather and Darren stepped in here, so I think if there's anyone else, I would need you to say something. But right now, Heather, if you would like me, Heather77, if you would like me to pull some cards for you, speak now. And Darren, if you'd like me to pull cards for you, just let me know as well, please. Gracefully, I'm looking at next August to September. You got it, Heather. Being on the East Coast. So, because I need beach, I need my Atlantic Ocean. So I will definitely be in touch with you, and hopefully maybe the first weekend in October of 22 is what I'm aiming for. Because the third weekend, the second weekend, and the third weekend are campouts here. So, and I can't miss them. They were wonderful. They were so wonderful. Okay, Heather77 coming up. Yeah, let's see you then. That'd be great. Wouldn't it be exciting? Three cards. 3 I pull for Heather77. Their story soon to be told. We have the Moon, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. Pardon me. Let me show you how beautiful these are. Oops. The Moon, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Swords. So the Moon. Isn't that beautiful? Is that focusing? Let me see if I can get it to focus better. I love this card. I do. Okay, so the Moon indicates things may be somewhat confusing to you now. You may find it hard to understand where you're coming from, much less what others are thinking or feeling. Try to sit down with the uncertainty and don't try and force things or people to do things before they're ready. This is kind of like the Pisces of the deck, flip-flopping sometimes. You're definitely more psychic and intuitive. You're definitely in a more psychic phase and more intuitive phase than usual. So it'll be important for you to trust your instincts and your impressions, even if you don't know where they're coming from. It's okay to trust them, okay? And also that you need not to be... Give me a second. Here. Not that you need to be mistrusting, but it will be helpful for you to realize that when this card appears, not everything is as it seems. Because there's some hurt and somebody may be not telling you the truth. It might be that there's someone that is usually the Three of Swords says that there's something going on, that there are two friends and a third. These two friends are getting along until this third gets into the conversation and looks at it differently and pulls one friend aside and starts saying things that are not necessarily true. But regardless of what the Three of Swords, regardless of the way the Three of Swords is depicted, in other words, if it's upside down or right side up, know that it is not all bad. There is an element of sorrow that is undeniable when this card appears, and what lies on the other side of this sorrow can be enhanced with understanding and joy, but allow yourself to fully experience the sorrow or pain that comes up now so you can move through it. So there's a very deep emotional issue coming from this. And then we have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is telling me that there's a little bit of chaos. Yes, you might have won the battle, but at what cost? You still got kind of mixed feelings about life in general and about the few people in particular. Don't ignore these, but don't feel like you have to speak every word you're thinking and feeling either, because you can ruin the very things that you want most, like close, intimate relationships with your friends or lover. Think several times before you actually say something, and think hard about giving them what they deserve, when you really want to let them have it. But it's like, to what end? What good is that really going to do? In general, the Five of Swords indicates somebody you care about may be away for a while. Don't get too possessive. It says if that's the case, assume they'll be coming back. Five indicates conflict, so don't escalate. Just try and communicate when they're ready with non-judgment, flow them love, and think before you act and think before you speak. Hopefully that makes sense to you, Heather. Yeah, because it feels like you've been stabbed in the heart by somebody you trusted. And now they're going to go away and pout for a while, and they're going to come back, and you're going to be able to go, I really felt hurt when you blah, blah, blah. I don't know that you understand how deep that hit. Pardon me. So hopefully that is making sense to Miss Heather 77. While my day is going crazy over here. Oh, stop it. Hopefully you all can't hear that's going on. You probably can. And who else have I forgot? It just makes sense. Oh, thank you, Heather. That really helps me to know that it's helping you. Okay. There's one more person. Darren. DJH Record Hound. How would you like some cards, or did you already go? Guys, it was such an amazing weekend. It was about building community, right? Like we've done here in chat. Because a lot of times when I'll use myself as the example, when I go to camp, there are so many people. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of people there that I recognize faces, but I might not know this person's name. And it's a nod and a smile and a, hey, how you doing? Because, I am in the Midwest. And this was about building community. So it was an invitation only private event that I think there were 65, maybe 65, 70 people. And the thing is, we were kind of handpicked by the lady whose baby this was, that she's been planning this for 7 years. It finally came to fruition, and it was incredible. So we got to have intimate bonfires. There were 4 specific bonfires. Of course, they were at the 4 directions, north, east, south, and west. And I had east, which is air. I have no air in my sign whatsoever in my natal chart. I have no air. So air is just flowing and chill, and that's what the fire was, and it was incredible. I mean, mine was the last campfire going, and I'm talking too much about it. In any case, I want to make sure that everyone here got a reading. If you did not get a reading, would you please say something in chat? Thanks, Heather. I did. It was wonderful. Heather says, sounds amazing. Glad you had a good time. I love that land. It's wonderful. I love the sound of this. I know, it was amazing. And so I got to know so many people on a deeper level, and I got to know actual names that I can put with the faces now, which is a big deal. So many neat things happened. I learned how to make soap. And it's so much easier than I thought it was. And I learned how to do wire wrapping. That was fun. And I had previously gone to a wire wrapping class at the women's retreat 2 or 3 weekends ago. And this was a totally different style. So now I feel like I can do this, and I have so many crystals and stones and baubles around here that I can practice on. So another expensive hobby, just what I needed. I mean, look, I already have the quilting back there that I'm not doing, right? I have boxes and boxes of knitting, of yarn down here that I still have to get to, but, a little bit at a time. And it's just something else to keep me busy. So I think I've got everybody. Hopefully everyone is at peace with what I've shared with you. And look, it's just after 7. We did this in under an hour. Gracefully Minimalist says, I'm dying to meet Bob Wells and camp with him. Life goals, right? Got to have goals. I want to see what they're doing out there with the projects that they're working on and how many people they're helping, So yeah, that would be good. For any of you who are not familiar with the name Bob Wells, his channel, his platform is cheaprvliving.com. There's forums, there's information, there's groups, there's anything that has anything to do with living out of a vehicle or a van or an RV. It's somewhere on his channel, or there's a link to where you can learn more about it. Phenomenal font of information, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more. But my van is all set up, and I'm putting together some videos for that for maybe Sunday, for the Sunday video for Slowdown Sundays. But I want to thank you all for being here today. Have I seen the Nomad movie? Yeah, I've seen it, and I have a different view of it that we won't go into right now. But Carolyn's RV life had insight on that one too. You might find her. So let's see. If you decide to give the quilting to charity, hold off on that and take it to camp with you and teach someone else a craft. And quilting doesn't have to be done on a machine, and it can be piecemeal. So that's a great idea. And there's so many things you can do with a fat quarter of fabric, which is a distinct part of quilting. Which I can go into, but I won't because it's after 7 and we've been in an hour. So I want to limit myself to that. Thank you guys. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go so you can have like a life, And oops. And so I can get to sleep at a decent hour and still go to work tomorrow. This close to retiring, guys. I already got my information. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I really know, I really appreciate each and every one of you spending time here in chat with us and waiting for your reading and being patient. I know there's so many other places that you could be online. I know there's so many other people that do tarot. I'm thrilled you choose to spend the time with me and with these other great folks in chat. You guys take care of yourselves. I love you. Bye-bye.